guys, and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name's Alexis and I run a small business called Bruises to Butterflies. Bruises to Butterflies is about mental health awareness, it's about LGBTQIA+ rights, and it's about me selling my handmade art. As always, you can shop Bruises to Butterflies at bruisestobutterflies.com and follow me at Bruises to Butterflies on all my socials. Today's video is going to be a little update video. I'm going to be showing you guys all the things I've been making recently. And I'm going to chit chat a little while we talk about it, and I just hope you enjoy. If you're not subscribed already, please subscribe if you enjoy my content, and make sure you hit the bell to be notified when I post so you don't miss it. Alright guys, without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright, today I'm sweating. It was like 90 degrees today. There's no AC in this room. It's the craft room. There's no AC. So I'm sweating. But it's okay. We're just gonna ignore it and live. We're gonna live. What have I been up to recently? Well, your girl's been going through it. It's definitely my hard time of year. I feel like I'm gonna keep holding my braids like this in the video.
Tend to do that.
This time of year is always a little harder for me, and then life happens, and then all this stuff, blah 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 blah. So, I know I haven't posted in a hot minute, but as I talked about in my last video, Kaya did pass away, my dog. And that has been really hard. And I also had a friend pass away, which has also been really hard. And it's just the time of year that I struggle the most, and I don't really know why. It's just kind of like this time of year just is always harder for me. So I'm really sorry for lack of videos, but I'm doing the best I can, and that's all I can do. All I can do is the best that I can do, and I do the best I can do. It's like a rhyme. I'm a poet. So, let's talk about things that I've been making. I've been making tons. Look at this. You see that? Full. There's also another bag over here. Full. I guess to start, I have to introduce you to HEHE. Yay! HEHE. She is my first Labubu, and I love her. She's so cute. She's a slay. And I love her because I say HEHE all the time, and so she was meant to be mine. She really was, I swear. And to show you HEHE, I must show you HEHE's hats. So, we've got this fun number, these little bubble stitch ones. Look at him and his little hat. And then I also have this one, which I'll just like kind of show you. It's just like another of the bubbly ones. They're cute, they're cute. HEHE's a baddie, so I also made some of this. It's just like a little beanie for her. Cute. And then I started making HEHE a little dress. So this fits around HEHE. See, like that? See, it's like, there you go. And then I also want to make like little triangles, like little bra dress thing. So you see the idea. But HEHE has been being my muse. I also recently won a second Labubu, a standing one, so now I have a standing and a sitting one, so I can continue making Labubu clothes and stuff. And I guess I'll just have to reveal which one it is. I can tell you it's from the Big Into Energy series, so if you want to guess which one I got, you can. But this is HEHE. Alright, say bye HEHE. Bye HEHE. Okay, so I also have to add in that some of the things I'm showing you I freehanded by myself, like the Labubu hats I all did on my own. There's no pattern for them. But for everything that does have a pattern that I use, it's all going to be linked in the description down below, I promise. And I will try and put like names and stuff on the screen so you can also see that as I'm talking about it, but I just can't remember offhand all of the tutorials I used. But they will be linked below, I promise. So, I started making these things called Mobiuses. Mobius, and it's like a fidget. So what happens is you like look in the middle here and you see this right here, how it's coming out. So you just keep pulling. It's so hard to show, but you can pull for as long as you want and it never stops coming out of the middle. I brought this to therapy last week and I literally sat there the whole time using it. It was amazing. So this is the big Mobius. As you can see, she's a little girthy. But I also made some smaller versions of the Mobiuses. So this one was with the granny square yarn, and this one was with retro neon stripes, I believe. So those are cute. Same idea, they're just smaller compared. See, this one has one extra row. These ones are just 2 rows. And then I made little baby Mobiuses. So here are my baby Mobiuses. So you can probably see way better. The idea is that you pull from the center and it never stops pulling from the center. So it's very satisfying, very fun. So I made a couple little ones too. But I feel like I really like this medium-sized one is probably my favorite. So I'll probably be, if I make more, I'll make more of the medium size because of that. Then I wanted to experiment a little with crocheting with beads. So I did this little fidget. I don't really remember if I used a tutorial, but I think I might have, so I'll link that below. But it was just a fun little thing, and then I put on a keychain. I figured I'd keep it for myself. I don't love this yarn for it, but... And then I made one butterfly, which honestly, I should probably make more butterflies, right? Because I'm Bruises to Butterfly. But yeah, here it is. It's a little butterfly keychain, which is cute. I like it. I do like it, so I'll probably make more eventually. Then I've got this scrunchie. Singular scrunchie. I was trying to like make Labubu clothes as this, but it's like way too much. Like too puffy, so it has to be a scrunchie now. And then, let me just tell you about Sid's Enchanted Stitches. Their mushroom pattern is amazing. I'm obsessed with it! And I've made some like medium-sized ones. So this is by Sid's Enchanted Stitches. It's a free pattern on Instagram. I love it. They also stand up if you like set them on a table, which is really fun. So I've just been like non-stop making these. Literally non-stop. Let me show you some. It's like fuchsia one. I call these my Baja Blast ones because I think they remind me of Baja Blasts. Then we got like this like Halloween one. We've got some pink ones, pink and black, and then pink and like light ashy pink. We got this green one. We've also got this bright orange yellowy one. And then, let me tell you, I started making the mushrooms with beads added on. So these beads, for these, I do not crochet the beads on. I just attach the beads one by one with elastic. But oh my gosh, so freaking cute. So here's this one. It's a little harder to see with the velvet yarn, but like once I get used to it, I figure I'll make more because they're really cute with the velvet yarn. Here's this rainbow one I did. The smaller beads, and then this one I did like mix match beads. And then with them I can also make them into keychains if I'd like. So some are keychains. Here's some like blue beads. Here's one like without the beads, because I really do like them both ways. And then I found eyeball beads, so I made these like funny eyeball ones, and honestly I love those. I think they're so fun, and it's like, it's not something you always see. You're not going to see like eyeball mushrooms like that everywhere, so I think that they will be a hit if I ever have a market again. I want to do markets, I'm scared. I'm so scared. But anyways, here's some more mushrooms. We got this one, some more neon ones with the green. This one I did with like smaller beads, but I didn't love the smaller beads, so I started using the smaller beads for something else because it just worked better. Here's this one. I'll show a couple more of the mushrooms. But basically, you get the mushroom idea. There's a lot of fucking mushrooms, basically. So here's this one. Here's this. I'll set that there. Then here's the black one with like some regular, some eyeballs. I thought that was fun. And here's this one with the different size beads. And pretty much there's a whole bag full of mushrooms. Whole bag. But it's good. It's good. I have a couple more single keychains like this little owl guy I did, which is fun. But velvet yarn is so hard to work with, guys. And then I got this little rainbow here, which I think I'll probably make more rainbows because it was not terrible to make. I don't know. I like find a pattern I love and then I get obsessed with it and I can't stop making it, clearly with the mushrooms. But yeah, that just happens with like every pattern I find now. Okay, and then I wanted to show you guys some of these puffy flowers that I made. This is not a pattern that is out there in the world. I do it myself. Or I freehanded this and then I wrote down a pattern for it. So if you're loving these puffy flowers, they're puffy, then let me know and I'll write the pattern for reals. And maybe I'll sell it? Or maybe I will make it free? What do you guys think? Would you buy a pattern for something that's small like a keychain? I don't know. I think they're really cute. You can like make them as puffy as you want. I think they're fun. I think it would be really cute on a little bag, you know? Yeah. Possibilities are endless, guys. So, those are my Puffy Flowers. And there's honestly so many more. You see all that in there? Oh my gosh. I didn't even show you any of those ones. Wow. Been a little busy bee. I'm pretty sure I showed you guys the chickens. I might even have showed you some of these mushrooms already. I honestly really don't know because that's how long it's been since I filmed. And I'm really sorry about that. But like, death is like, ugh. Death sucks. Death really sucks. And it's hard to get through. And so I know you guys will give me grace as I go through it all. Because I'll come out better on the other side, you know? And death is hard to deal with, but we all have to deal with death. Everyone. It's inevitable. Everyone will deal with it at some point in their life. So, I'm okay. I'm dealing. I'm living. I'm literally making so many mushrooms it's unreal. And I'm having a great fun time doing that. But luckily, as I was grieving and stuff, my sister was home for a little while with her boyfriend, so I was so happy. Because when my sissy's home, I get very happy. If you didn't know, she lives far away on the other side of the United States. Like a loser. No, I'm just kidding. If you see this, I'm just kidding. Yeah, she was here for a little while, so that also was me taking some time away from filming so I could hang out with them and do fun things. And yeah, I was hoping I would bounce back pretty quickly after they came, but I did not bounce back quickly at all. Nope. It took me a little while. Like, the past couple weeks have been really tough, but nonetheless, we grind, and I'm still crocheting, and when the going gets tough, we fight harder, I guess, right? And we make lots of crochet things to make ourselves feel better. So, as I was talking about that, I was gathering my leaf sprouts, okay? Now, this is a pattern by Hopey Dope Official, and as you can see, I really like that pattern, like a lot. Like I have a whole bouquet of sprouts. Do you see this? I couldn't stop once I started. There's even more, but those are next, okay? So pretty much these are like little headphone sprouts. So let me show you the idea is that you can like wrap this around and then put it around the leaves and then you have a little sprout on the top of your headphones. Or you can like use it as like a cord organizer, same idea. And they're just really freaking cute. So these ones are specifically for like headphones, so I'll show you some of these guys. So with different greens. I have a ton of green because green is my favorite color. So I've just been making so many. All these fun sprouts. So yeah, I made all these sprouts and I was like, wow, I like love making leaves. Like I'm obsessed with making leaves for sure. So I continued. And I made some as bookmarks. These ones don't have the little hole at the bottom, they're just bookmarks, you know, and they're a little thinner. But yeah, I still couldn't stop it with the sprouts, so I made this many bookmarks as well. So now we have headphone sprouts and bookmark sprouts. Yeah. I'm sprout crazy. So, like I said, I was like, wow, I really like making leaves. So let me make more fun things that are leaves. So I thought about that one Passionate Kelsey vlog where she made those cherry hanging things. And I said, ooh, girl, give me some of that right there. Yeah. Look at that. How freaking cute are these? They are so adorable. Here, this one you might be able to see better. I don't know, the contrast. Ooh! She's cute. She's really cute. I low-key want to keep that in here. I want to hang it up, kind of. Oh, ooh, that's going to be so cute right there. Okay, so first, I have to tell you guys, though, about my idea that came to life through this. So this is not my pattern. I didn't make this pattern, but it's a great pattern. There's a video tutorial. It's free. It's lovely, and I love it. So I made 2 so far. Only 2. I just have, like, a ton of just the leaf parts that I just need to make a bunch of cherries for. So my idea was to put a bead here. See the bead? And let me explain why. The dilemma was, see, this part of the cherry moves up and down. So you can like put it around stuff and then you can put this back up, right? But with just their pattern, no bead, you can push this upwards and the leaves would come off. So my idea was to put a bead here so that if you did push the leaves all the way up, they would not come off the hanger. And it worked! It worked, guys! It freaking worked! Am I not the smartest human ever? Like, come on. Actually I think I made 3 pairs of cherries because I gave one to my mother, and I also made a pair of little tulips, which I can put a picture in right here. I might make more tulips too because, like I said, I have a ton of these leaves just hanging around now.
Because I love making leaves.
Stop! That's so cute. Woo, woo, woo. Yeah, we're keeping the cherries, dog. But I have tons of leaves ready for more cherries. Don't you worry. And here we have a hat. Just a cat hat that I did not weave the end in of yet, so ignore that. With some Lion Brand Sparkle Mandala yarns. Cute little gradient we got going on. Very coquette. I made this hat while I was in 3 different places. I made this hat in Niagara Falls. I also made this hat in Chautauqua. And I also made this hat at the Albright Knox Art Gallery. So look at me go, I guess. Ooh, slay. She made a hat. I made this hat while we were out and about and hanging out with my sister while she was in town, and it was so fun. And I got this cute little hat out of it. So, slay. Okay, so the last kind of thing I have to show you is a little, like, Percy pouch idea.
Little Percy pouch number?
But wait, it's not just a granny square. No, it's a pouch. You see, oh, sneak peek. Sneak peek. I learned how to make a spiral.
Look at that spiral.
How cute. She's so cute. I love her. So I learned how to make this spiral from a tutorial that is not actually for a square. It's actually the Flow Star tutorial for the Spiral Flow Star. And it's by Mood Candy. And I will link that down below, but pretty much I just stopped at the point that I thought it was big enough for my little pouchy pouch, and then it became this. So like, hey, sometimes you start a tutorial and you can't commit to the very end. For me, all my yarns got tangled and I could not stand it anymore, so I was not making a full Flow Star. But that's just me. And that's because I don't really work with more than 1 yarn at a time. It's just
stressful.
So, here's my fun little spiral. Yay! Another thing that I've been making recently is all these tiny little rings. That mushroom that I showed you earlier with the beads that I felt like were too small, well, I used all the beads anyways, and they're all little ringies now. Here's just a couple that I did. Some fun vintage beads, flower beads. And then there's tons in here. Tons. But those are so fun to make, so I just keep making more. Ah! Did you guys freaking know that I love you so much that I just got up and walked to the next room to grab the chunky mushrooms? I must love y'all. So if you ever think to yourself,
has Alexis forgot about us? Has Alexis stopped doing YouTube?
No, I have not. And I ain't stopping anytime soon, homies. So don't worry. Maybe, you know, I'm not very consistent, but I'm trying. So I went and grabbed the
big ass
chunky mushrooms for you. Here they are. This is still Sid's Enchanted Stitches pattern, just a bigger version with a larger hook and 3 strands of worsted weight yarn. Yeah. And I got the beads from YourDIYSupply, and I am obsessed. These ones actually glow in the dark, but I can't show you right now because the light's on. And then I've got this one with like these iridescent ones. Cute. And these also stand up just because they're a bigger size. They still stand up, don't worry. I got the purple one, a blue one, and then I've got this one, which is like toxic waste, like poisonous mushroom. Yeah. Slayed that thumbnail. Oh my god. They're flying mushrooms. Those are my chunky mushrooms. Yeah. And then I don't know if I showed you guys this in like a video. I know I posted about it on Instagram, but I made myself this little purse for Pride. I used Hopey Dope Official's yarn, and sis, I'm a fan of your work. I'm a fan of your work. I'm a fan of your patterns, your yarns, your everything, girl. Slay. Okay, here's the purse I made for Pride. It's just like a little double crochet number. And this is the iridescent t-shirt yarn, so it's just like, it's nice and sturdy, you know. The strap I did was kind of fun. I don't know if I'd do it like this again. It's like a single crochet around a chain, which, like, not bad, but also I think I might opt for a different handle if I make more purses with t-shirt yarn, but it's okay. It's not bad. And then, yeah, I just feel like it doesn't need to be lined because it's not really stretchy. It's not gonna stretch, you know, even if you put stuff in it. Like I said, I wore this to my Pride, and it was perfect for everything I needed to put in it. And this purse was in the same room as Vanessa Vanjie Mateo. Can you say that about your purse? Didn't think so. And before I get going, I just want to talk about Crafteaze really quick. Crafteaze is the new rebranding of the same Valari pillow. So as you can see, it says Valari right here. They have a new maker's pillow, which comes with pockets built in and places to put your hooks or your tools. And as always, you know, I'm loving my Valari pillow. I use it all the time. And I just wanted to tell you guys that so you know, it's still the same awesome Valari pillow. They've just rebranded to Crafteaze to be your new home for all things crafting. And as always, you can use my code Bruises2Butterflies15 to get 15% off your order at crafteaze.com. And shout out to Crafteaze. Thank you for being so supportive of Bruises to Butterflies. Alright guys, so I've chit-chatted for a little while, and I just want to get it posted for you guys because I do feel bad when I don't post for a while, but I know you guys understand that I'm going through it and I'm living my life.
And this is the best I can do.
But I'm coming at you with new videos coming soon, don't you worry, there's stuff in the works. So make sure you're subscribed if you're not already subscribed, and hit the bell to be notified so you don't miss it when I post. I promise I didn't forget about you guys. I promise more content is coming. Thanks for sticking around and for supporting Bruises to Butterflies. As always, you can shop Bruises to Butterflies at bruises2butterflies.com or on Etsy. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Bye! Love ya!